Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score. Good morning and welcome to Woonsocket, Rhode Island and Adelard Arena on the campus of Mount St. Charles Academy. It is RA St. M's hockey. The U15s against the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Saints coming in 10-2 on the season. Pittsburgh at 8-4-1. Matt Ellis in the broadcast booth. We'll be joined later by Ron Robert, the man. And we're going to take a look first at the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins, 2-0 on the weekend, a 4-1 win over the New Jersey Rockets. They won 6-3 over Mid-Fairfield yesterday. This is their only trip to New England on the regular season as they quest for another trip to the Northeast Pac Finals. That'll be in February in Connecticut. These are games in the Northeast Pac regular season as they count. Big series coming up in December. They're going to play number 1 Shattuck St. Mary's. That's the number 1 team in the country in the prep rankings for 15U, and they need a solid start on defense today from Ryan White for Mount. Rebounded after a first loss. Conrad Fondrick 11 goals, 11 assists on the season for 22 points. Matt Grimes is leading the defense with 11 points. It's all on assists. So look for the blue line to be driving this offense. Gavin Beal, Sammy Doyen-Kakwas have been splitting time in net, both a 90% save percentage, which shows you how good this back line is for this Mount side. And next, the Beast Fall Classic. So players to watch on the Mount side: Dylan Crayer, the right winger from Concord, Massachusetts, 11 goals on the season, 6 goals on the season, 7 assists for 14 points in the 11 games that he's played. On the opposite side, it's Kerwin Dervin, the forward from Penguins. A solid start for him will help this Penguins offense. So we're set for Mount and the Saints, and all right, St. Sim's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlammy.com for more information, and by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports and club sports. Visit rreliterecruits.com to be seen by the next level. We are set and ready to go. A bright and early morning. Not really bright outside. It's actually cloudy and overcast and about 55 degrees and pretty blowing wind in Rhode Island. Starts to really feel like winter here. Pittsburgh in the traditional black and yellow, the old school Pittsburgh uniforms with the lettering going diagonally down the jersey. Mount in the red, white, and blue a la style of Montreal Canadiens. This is going to look like a classic battle between a Pittsburgh team and a Canadiens team. Nice little spin style to it. 17-minute periods. We'll see what they do in terms of ice through the course of the weekend. The way it's been going pretty much is that they've played the first period, had the 2-minute intermission, played the second period, and then they've cut the ice in between the second and third periods. As the two sides skate to their respectives, Mount to their bench, Penguins around their net area. It has been awkwardly cold inside this arena all weekend. This Adelard Arena complex, one of the oldest hockey barns in the country. How are you? Good morning. Yep. Sammy the goalie's dad, who came up and talked to us the other day and said we'd love it if we got a chance to hear his nickname. Everybody just calls him Sammy the goalie, so Sammy Doyen-Kakwas, we're just calling him Sammy the goalie now. One of the fun things about Prep Elite hockey, and even in the high school ranks, you get to be down in the action, get a chance to meet and talk to all the players' parents as things go on. So Kennedy, Bond, Tardy, Grimes, and the 16 of Fondrick will start for the Saints. It's going to be Evans to skate to the circle against Fondrick. Actually, that's going to be against the 18 of Tardy to take the faceoff. And we're down and underway in the first period of action. We thank you for tuning in this morning on Fans Only Sports Network. Hope you have your donuts, coffee, bagels, whatever you want, and you've joined us for a good morning of hockey. Tardy to Kennedy as he moves this one through the neutral zone. Fondrick will get that on the backside, looking to spin around the boards. Kennedy is going to get pinned to the boards. That's Evans pinning along with White, and it comes out for the Penguins. Evans moves this one up, and offside will be the call as the 88 of Brian Woods just a shade in front of him.
inside of the first minute. Howe sends that one deep. Will be peeled out and moved around by the 13 of Ryan Hornberger. Hornberger had a couple of phenomenal shots yesterday as Gorzarinski comes in, and that one hit off of the crossbar. Early test on Doyon Catquiz from Gorzinski. Cycled around. Mount's going to pull this one out forward. It can be moved through the neutral zone. That's the 22 of Tegan Ingwerson. Kicked back, and another attempt. That one coming from the 28 of Quinn McKenzie. McKenzie, one of the players to watch on this front line for Pens. No icing called. Deflected as it went through the neutral zone, and it's picked up by Tristan Hagerman. Hagerman had a phenomenal goal yesterday as the scoring got spread around for Mount in their victory over BK Selects. Carter Amico. Amico will pull that one off. Came right back in front, and a save made. Oh no, it got through him. Referee didn't signal goal. Players are waiting. They're going to say net off the moorings. So the net was off the moorings before it went through, and the faceoff comes to the side. Back for Novorosky. Cross for Hagerman. Potter comes through. Potter looked to fire. That one got caught in traffic. And all the way back down for icing and a stoppage of play. And that was Ryan White in the midst of all of that traffic for the Penguins that stopped the attempt from Potter. So Bromley skates to the circle. Face-off that's taken, pushed around. Bromley along with Tanner and Hall, Grimes, and the 9 of James Ace Bond. We're not kidding. On the ice right now. Kid's got to have the coolest name in hockey. Swung around the backside. This is Grimes along the blue line. He's going to push that down one for Bromley in the corner. 3 black jerseys against Bromley, and that will be a whistle, a stoppage of play, and we're going to have our first power play of the game. Cross-checking is going to get called with 14:11 left to go. They're just watching it on the channel and screen recording what they want. So Mount will go on the power play as Valentine's in the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Grimes gets this one started. He's got Fondrick on the ice alongside the 11 of Nick Whitehead. Whitehead had a snipe shot yesterday for a goal as he picked up his 6th of the season. Coming back the other way and closing that one off was Doyon Catquiz as Brian Woods was right on top of him. Potter will bring this one across the blue line as Fondrick was able to hold up. Grimes and Whitehead into the zone now along with Potter as they continue to work that through. Out for Whitehead. Whitehead sends it in traffic, and that one was saved. Luska Torero, the goaltender in net for the Penguins today. Onside and all the way up. That's going to stay just a shade below the ceiling, so it will continue on play. Carried by Potter across the blue line as he looked there to get that one to Fondrick. And that gets pinned up along the side boards. Will go all the way down, and icing is the call. 41 seconds left remaining in the advantage on the cross-checking penalty from Valentine. One of 2 games for the Mount Academy side today. We'll see the 16U team in action against Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. That'll follow the conclusion of this game, roughly 10 a.m. face-off time for that 16s game. You can catch that and all of the RI St. M's home games from Adelaide Arena right here on fansonlysports.com/RI St. MS. Just bookmark that page, and it's quick and easy to be able to get to throughout the 22-23 season. Hard shot came from the corner and getting tripped down. No call on the play, though, was the 21 of Dylan Crayer. Great shot from Crayer to continue it falling away. Amico is going to stop that one, but the penalty is expired. Back to five-a-side hockey as one bounced right across. A kickback play from Tardy. All the way down. Icing will be the call and stops play. Matty Tardy had a kickback across an open net. There we go on the faceoff now. Line change for the Saints as Dom Soma on the back line along with Hornberger. They go with Tanner, Bromley, and Hall up front. Tapped off, carried out by Jukes. Jukes will try to work there alongside of the 17 of Dom Soma, who hails from Rye, New York. Great thing about these teams, players from all over the place. When you look at the rosters, though, the Penguins, a lot of players just from the Cranberry Township area, but Jacob Cloutier from Ottawa, Ontario, Kieran Durbin from Ottawa, Ontario, Xavier Villeneuve from La Cedra, Maxwell Pane from Staffanstorp, Sweden. Quickly all the way down the ice, and again, a stoppage of play for icing. .11:08 left to go. White fires one. That one went right into the shin pads of Kennedy. Kennedy's going to go off to the races. Fired and saved. Kennedy had that one dialed up. Terrero, it's a flash of the leather. Back for Bond. Kicks that one around. Tardy and Kennedy will chase after it behind the Penguins' cage. Pushed along by Bond again, trying to get that out for Tardy. They loop around to the opposite side. Kennedy had an opportunity to take it. Instead, it's carried out here by the 13 of Mark Evans. Evans across, looking for Pane. That's Ryan Howe, actually, is the 7. And Howe had his shot deflected. Howe again from the blue line, and right in front was Grimes. Good defensive stop. Fondrick pushes it for Grimes. They try to kick it out of the side corner, a little bit of a rugby scrum, and the puck finally pops free. From behind, a little bit of a push against Brian Woods, and Mount got away with that one as Kennedy almost guilty of a cross-check. Villeneuve, and he gets taken down, and now the arm's going to go up, and they will get tripping that time. So Kennedy got away with a cross-check, will now get caught for the second error, and he'll head to the box 2 minutes for tripping. So first power play of the day for the Penguins. One to each side now. Mount 0 for 1 on theirs. That was shuffled around right in front of the 7 of Hagerman. He tries to push it to get it across the blue line. It is kept in. As it's dumped down, Potter will be able to get this one back across as Hagerman switches sides of the ice and will finish it clear as he gets it past Grzinski and Creech. Creech tapped it for a second, left on the sideboards. They forwarded it up to Grzinski, to McKenzie. McKenzie, one of the smallest players on this Penguins team, but one of the fastest. You have to be able to watch where he goes. Creech back here at the blue line, sends one in. That hit traffic before it got all the way through. Actually ran right into the two of Gabe Simpson, and you see him flexing a little bit. May have hit up in the chest area. Good save there from Doyan Katquiz on the shot. Grzinski cycles around. 1 minute left to go in the advantage. 8:57 left to go in the period, and a flash of leather from Sammy the goalie. And we'll get a face-off to his left. Valentine on the back line with White as the Penguins win the faceoff and continue with their power play. Down behind the net, drawn back out. Cross once again for the 9 of Kieran Dervin. Valentine through traffic. That one was wide, hits the glass by the Zamboni doors, comes back out. White kept it in the zone as Whitehead was trying to pull that one out. So White continues this one on. 18 seconds remaining in the advantage. Hard shot that was again in traffic. That actually got the 13 in white and blue of Hornberger, and he limps off the ice. Nick Whitehead shoving a Penguins player into the glass as the Pens flip this one around. Jukes can only be able to dump that one off into the backside zone. Grimes moves this one along. Grimes has to track back very quickly, and Doyan Katquiz came across and just absolutely stoned Justin Vlasis. Mark Evans was trying to slot one to Vlasis, and he split the wickets. Picked up by Villeneuve. For Kress. Kress carries it back in. Penalty is expired. We're back to 5-a-side hockey. Cloutier with an opportunity. Spins off of his stick. Comes back for Evans. Tardy works that side board and deflects that one on the shot attempt from Evans, and it will go out of play. Well, the Pens piling up the shots total. They're double up on the Saints right now, 8-4. As we've reached the midway point of this first period of play, but the more important stat line always is goals on the board, and it zips right now for either side. For Kennedy, Fondrick needs a little help on the side, fires that one, and it gets paddled up into the netting. Now we get a face-off down to the right-hand side of Torreira's net. Back right in off of the faceoff, and we've seen that drop and shoot so many times from the Mount sides, whether it's the 15s, the 16s, the 18s. And a little bit of jockeying on the side between Kennedy and Howe. Warnings to both. Bond along the sideboards as he fights there with Tardy for Kennedy in the corner. Kennedy drops that one back for Bond. Scooted across for Grimes. Grimes to Fondrick in the corner. He will horseshoe that one around. Came right back out in front looking to try to find Matty Tardy. Couldn't complete the pass. Tardy is just getting run all over by the 72 of Xavier Villeneuve. Grimes. Kennedy will go. He'll be marked by Ryan Howe. Howe into Kennedy into the boards, and the puck is again pinned. You can hear the referees telling him to kick, and it finally does come out. Carefully moved along. Villeneuve had it. Villeneuve, little shove to Tardy. as Fondrick sends this one back to Grimes at the blue line for Bond. Good possession here for Mount as they've taken about a minute and change off the clock. Arm's going to go up. Players are going to go down. But the first penalty will be called against Pittsburgh. And it's going to be the 7 of Ryan Howe into the box. 2 minutes for hooking. So Mount goes on the power play for the second time today. 0 for 1 on the morning. Kennedy. There's a lost stick down. It actually belongs to a Penguins player, may regain. Kennedy gets slammed hard into the boards from behind, and we'll have to see how this one comes out. Was there head contact? They're just going to call the cross check. That wasn't penalty. It was from behind. Yeah. So Caden Creech is going to go into the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. And it's going to be 5-on-3 for Mount for 1 minute and 45. Grimes. Cross for Fondrick. A little bit of a pitch and catch going on between Fondrick and Whitehead. Back for Whitehead. Hit that one right off of the crossbar. And it was deflected by a Pens player going out as well. So that will be a face-off down to the right-hand side of Torero. .90 seconds remaining in the double advantage as they will come back into the neutral zone. Grimes and Whitehead overlap. Carter Amico, Fondrick, along with Grimes and the 22 of Ingwerson on the ice right now for the Saints. Amico fires one, that one high and wide. The deflective glass that is Mount, a very flexi glass, will get you some great rebounds here. Carter Amico down in the corner for Fondrick. Back for Fondrick again. Amico up top. Now they're going to slide Grimes back up there on the blue line area. Grimes comes in. Amico has a lane, fires, and that one went off of Ingwerson and scooted just past the net. Grimes back for Fondrick. If it got there 2 seconds quicker, he might have had that one pulled. Whitehead. For Grimes back to Whitehead again. Amico will push this one along. Whitehead had a lane and fired that one again. Hit and deflected in traffic. Here comes the shot from Conrad Fondrick. And he puts it home for the goal. First one of the day for either side. And Fondrick adds to his season tally lead. We'll go to 12 on the season and a power play goal for Conrad Fondrick. So the White Bear Lake, Minnesota native continues to be the top center on this team. 12 goals, 11 assists on the season. If I'm scouts of any other team, I'm looking hard. If I'm USA Hockey sitting in Minnesota, I'm looking at this kid for national development camp. 3:40 left to go. The penalty is going to expire in 5 seconds. That will put us back to 5-a-side hockey. As Soma stops that one at the blue line. We are in a backhanded attempt from Novorosky. Went just wide. And a whistle and a stoppage of play and fisticuffs after the play. As Tristan Hagerman did not like something said to him by a Pens player. All right, face off to the left of Torero. 3 and change left to go here in the first. And a 1-0 lead on the goal from Conrad Fondrick, a power play goal. Noworowski overskated that one. Actually, that's the 22 of Ingerson. For Krayer. Back for Ingerson. Ingerson shoved on the boards, pushed right back in front, shot and a score! The juicy rebound attempt comes back, and it's a goal for the 21 of Dylan Krayer. That'll be his 7th of the season. And Krayer had an absolute missile yesterday for a goal that brought Saints back. And he certainly ate his Wheaties this morning as he's on form at 8:30 in the morning for a goal, and it's 2-0 Saints. Whitehead pushes that one around. Ingerson will tap it free. Come all the way down for icing and a stoppage of play. They'll take that one back to the other side of the ice. We'll get a face-off to the left-hand side of the Mount cage. Penguins win the face-off and a little bit of a defensive indifference there by Mount. Puck kind of got left standing at the circle. Krayer. Arm is up. Whistle is called. And a penalty. And it's going to give Grzinski to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. And we'll put Mount on the power play with 2:20 left to go in this period. They're barring a power play goal. This will take us pretty much to the finish line. Amico held for a second there on the opposite side by Simpson. Rifled shot. That can be saved as gunning for net was Krayer, looking for his second of the game. Inside of 2 left to go, 1:39 remaining on the advantage. Kennedy's going to pull that one off the backside boards for Matt Tardy, back for Amico. Carter Amico holds that one for a second. Tardy looks for a lane, and right there and standing was McKenzie. Instead, Kennedy in front, and the save is made, and Kennedy got dumped after the play by Nicholas Snyder, and kind of staring at him, what you do that for? So Whitehead strolls to the face-off dot. He went toe-to-toe against Cloutier. Grimes skates this one at the blue line. Cross for Fondrick. Back in the corner. It holds for Whitehead to bring it back up top. Fondrick, Whitehead. Whitehead through traffic, and that one hit post. For Fondrick. Grimes now for Whitehead again from the other side. He gets that one poked away by Howe. Grimes is able to pick up the loose puck, comes right back in the center for Potter, sitting on top of Ingerson. Can't get it to go, and it's sent all the way down the ice and will be icing. Face-off won by the Saints. Fondrick sent that one right in. It bounced off of the edge of Torrero's glove. Continued on. Fondrick tapped off of his boot. And a chance there for the 9 of Durban to take that one all the way down. Quickly as Whitehead in the final 30 seconds to go of the period. Whitehead will loop all the way around, drops that one off for Grimes. 5 seconds remaining in the advantage, 24 seconds remaining in the period. The stick taps will say out, and you've got to be careful because here's Blassis. 1v1 on the other way. Save Catquiz! Blassis had the puck sitting right as he came out of the penalty box. Sammy Doyen Catquiz comes up huge and keeps this game bagels on the opposite side. Face-off that's won by the Pens. Takes a shot from the blue line as that one will cycle around. Nothing doing from the 18 of Jaden Valentine, and we hit triple zeros on the scoreboard, and we're through one. Conrad Fondrick gets us started. Dylan Crayer adds an extra to it. It's 2-0 after one. They're going to take a short break, so we'll take one as well. You're watching RA St. M's Hockey on fansonlysports.com.
Pharmaceutical company Prevacus says their new concussion medication Prevacol helps repair nerves and promote cell growth.
We can get the drug in the brain in less than 5 minutes. And our plan is when we get that diagnosis on the field of play, give the drug nasally, get it in the brain quickly. When it gets in the brain, it actually gets into the nucleus of your brain cells, and it reduces swelling, inflammation, and oxidative stress at the same time.
When Jake and I first talked about this many years ago, one of my first questions was, will this help me? And he goes, no, this is for treatment immediately when a concussion or you think a concussion has occurred.
Yeah.
The acute problems that exist later on in life, if we can take care of these at an early age and start getting some of these things to our children and grandchildren, and I think we can make this game, our game, football, a safer place.
And so the whole goal is we're trying to make the game safer. And so Odyssey and this drug, we believe, can be a game changer in so many different ways. Yes, on the football.
As we welcome you back, 2-0 to start the second period of play between the RI St. U15 side and Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. And it'll be boxes free, so we'll play five-a-side hockey. Underway here in the second period. And sent all the way down. Hornberger behind the cage for the Saints. Jukes works that one through. Comes back to the blue line for Valentine. Whitehead had a tap at it defensively. And it's saved by Sammy Doyen Catquiz. Face-off that's won by the Saints, cleared back in through the neutral zone, carrying it the other way quickly as Whitehead. Whitehead goes down, arm does not go up. Now it finally does, and we'll get a penalty call. And 2 minutes for tripping will be the call. As the 58 of Ryan White will go to the box for 2. Fondrick Potter, along with Grimes, start the power play here for the Saints. They are joined by Nick Whitehead and Tegan Ingerson. 1:35 left to go on the advantage for Grimes. Comes across for Whitehead. Back to Grimes. Whitehead. Shot. That one went just off of the side of the pads of Torero. Whitehead stretched that one. Grimes has to come all the way back to get it. Sent across for Fondrick. Fondrick got it left at the boards right in front of the Mount bench where that snow piles up. And as we go through the second period, that's going to start to become a piece of things to deal with. This ice will slow down heavily. As a whistle and a stoppage of play on the save from Torero. All right, St. M Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hampton Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Carter Amico at the blue line, can't handle it. It'll skate back for Gabe Simpson, and Simpson will have to hold. 42 seconds remaining in the advantage. 15 left to go here in the second period as the Saints stand on a 2-0 lead on goals from Fondrick and Dylan Crayer back in the first. Kennedy in all sorts of leg trouble as he's tied up with the Penn's defensive player in Kieran Durbin in the corner. As trying to score! Snipe spot from Dylan Crayer. It's his second of the game. It's another power play goal. Crayer picks up his second of the game. He's going to go to 8 on the season. And he's going to start to challenge Fondrick for the team lead. Gotta watch this top line as that one's going to come right up to the left of our broadcast position. Got the Windsor Spitfires, coach. We've seen a couple of pucks bounce off of the fence line right in front of us throughout the weekend. They lose Twig on the ice. Reclaimed by Ryder Tanner. Box is free after the power play goal. We play 5 aside for Bromley for Hall. That one almost got hit in by their own player. Defensive miscue for the Pens. Got lucky there. Bromley sends that one across for Bond. Bond, Grimes, Bromley, Tanner, and the 4 of Brady Hall. It's the single-digit line for the Saints as that one's going to go all the way down. And icing will get called. ACHA Women's College Hockey action returns to Fans Only Sports Network tonight as the Providence College Friars Club women's ice hockey team gets into action against the University of Connecticut Huskies. You can catch that game live from Schneider Arena tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on FansOnlySports.com. Potter for Hornberger. Novorosky tried to pull that off the stick of Vlasis. Potter is able to do so, and they're out of the zone. Hagerman, as Potter cycles that one around the backside, looking for Novorosky in the center. Dom Soma from the blue line, still loose, and now they're going to call the whistle as it's underneath Torero. They will resurface the ice after the conclusion of this period, so we will get the longer intermission before the third. Vlasis, as it kicks back for Hornberger. Hagerman re-enters the zone offensively for Mount. kicked around and then covered back in the neutral zone. It's moved along for a moment by Dom Soma. Big hit. Leaves the 9 of Durbin laid out on the ice and no call from the officials. Soma dropped that one for Novorosky, and a shot that is saved by Terrario. And Hagerman again having words with a Pens player. And Tristan Hagerman is not liking something that Pens players are saying. $12 and change left to go here in the second. If you are tuning in from wherever, we thank you for joining us this morning on Fans Only Sports Network. We hope that you've gotten your coffee, orange juice, donuts, bagels, whatever you want, and up with us for this early morning face-off. Dropped the puck at 8 a.m. We'll do it once more to start a game at 10 a.m. this morning as the U16 side take on Pittsburgh Penguins elite. Ingerson sends that one down for Simpson in the corner. He's bodied out by the 8 of Max Pane. On the opposite side as that one is kicked away. Shot attempt from the 10 of Nicholas Snyder, and now we're going to get 2 whistles. And we're going to get a stoppage of play. Evans, Wood, Cloutier, Creech, and Pane on the ice for the Pens. Grimes, Tardy, Kennedy, Fondrick, alongside of the 9 of Bond, the 5 for the Saints. Fondrick peels that one off of the blue line, tried to send it forward for Kennedy. Kennedy immediately met by 2 Pens players. Cloutier now for the Pens, and he's taken off of the play as it's worked right in front of the Pens bench. Tardy and Kennedy come together. Creech gets in the middle of that one and pushes it out. Bond will chase Woods to the boards. Kennedy and Fondrick now takes it away from Woods. Tardy and Kennedy work this one through the neutral zone. Comes back for Fondrick, a lifted shot, and that one was shouldered aside by Terrario. Kennedy calling for it in the center. It scoots underneath the blade of his stick. Will be kept by Grimes in the zone for the Saints. Kennedy. It's that one pulled away from him as Cloutier sent that one down the ice. Opportunity for the 88 of Woods. He tried to poke one, but a lot of defensive traffic will send this one spinning all the way down. No icing called. It's going to die right in front of the line, but it was deflected as it went down, negating the icing. White looks to fire. Dom Soma got in the way of that one, and it didn't even come off of his stick very well, just kind of scooted to the corner. Hall sends that across, looking for Tanner. Ryder Tanner tries to pull the trigger, and it gets bumped. Stretching back for Hall. Arm is up, and we're going to get a penalty called against the Pens, so the net is empty right now on the delayed penalty call. Dukes will tap this one, and with 9:48 left to go in the period, Pens are going to go back to the penalty box. It's going to be the 5th penalty called against the Pens. And Mount is currently 2 for 4 on the day. As Vlasic looks like he's going to go in the box for 2. Face-off won by Mount. They're going to go with Grimes and Fondrick on the blue line. It's Potter, Whitehead, and Ingerson in the center on this power play unit 1. A face-off that'll come to the right of Torriero. And they're going to whistle that one. I think players are going to get tossed. Oh, they're talking to the guys on the backside for encroaching in before the drop. Fondrick, Grimes. Back for Fondrick as he patrols the blue line. Slotted over for Whitehead. Ingerson tried to slot that through the center. Whistle, stoppage of play, net off of its moorings. And they have the spike pegs here. So while it holds well, still always sometimes a little bit easier to move than when you see the drilled hole pegs that we see in a lot of the larger college and pro arenas. Grimes leaves one to be picked up by Fondrick. Fondrick works across. Fondrick continues to draw that one, trying to go coast to coast, and then he got stymied, and then on the opposite side was Hagerman. Crest the other way, shot save made by Sammy the goalie. For Whitehead. Whitehead fired that one, and it's deflected up high into the net. We'll get a stoppage of play. 51 seconds remaining on the advantage. 8:39 left to go here in the second period. As the Saints continue to stand on a 3-goal lead, 2 power play goals. Conrad Fondrick has 1. Dylan Crayer has 2, and that's the 3. Simpson, and that one sat up for a second, but could not be contained on the rebound. Carrying the other way is Snyder, and a score. So Nick Snyder breaks the bagel. It's a shorthanded goal for the Penguins, and it's going to be 3-1. Hornberger will continue this one around in the 30 seconds remaining of the advantage. Crayer sends it underneath. Hornberger back up top, looking for Tardy in the slot. Could not complete it. They have the 17 of Dom Soma on the blue line. Came right back across, and there was Tardy, and that one got saved. Penalty expires. We're back to 5 aside. Soma from the blue line hit traffic. Swung back. Third attempt is stopped as Kennedy hits it, and now more fisticuffs in front of the Pittsburgh cage. They're going to say 5-on-5. So Creech is going to go in the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Kennedy will go 2 minutes for roughing. And we'll play 5 aside with 7.5 to go. Tapped by Woods. Tries to move it out of the zone. Ingerson got it at the blue line. They're going to say it was on the opposite side. No, offside is the call. All right, St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hampton Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Valentine for the Penguins fired one that kicks off of the pads of Doyen Catquiz. Back for Crayer. Whitehead It hit off of a seam on the boards and took an absolutely weird bounce, but was able to be controlled by Mount. Cloutier the other way, carefully here as he taps one across, shot and a score. We'll make this one 3-2 as Brian Woods puts it on the backside of the net. They'll credit the assist to Jacob Cloutier. And it's 3-2. Creech and Kennedy still in the boxes as they serve their minors for cross-checking and roughing. So a relatively brand new hockey game as we stand here at 3-2. Bond works with Hall, Tanner and Amico on the side boards in front of the penalty box area. Amico runs into Hall as Vlasic sort of pushed him from behind. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play for cross-checking to be called. And it's going to be against the 5 of Ryder Tanner. And that's going to give a power play to the Penguins with 6.5 to go here in the second. Face-off that can be won by the Penguins. Villeneuve across the blue line for Durbin. Durbin trying to hold that one, bounced right in front. And Vlasic couldn't put it home. Comes all the way back for the shifty 72 of Villeneuve. Vlasic trying to poke one again right in front, and that was blocked away as Hornberger got in the way of it. Minute 20 left to go in the advantage. 6 left to go here in the period. Pens fans wanting a holding call, not going to get it, as Soma just pushed one on Durbin. Hard shot, missed on that one. Saints trying to see if they can clear the zone. Goes back to Villeneuve at the blue line. Keeps the puck on the left side. Blocked away by Fondrick, and Fondrick's going to go out to the races himself. Maneuvered by Fondrick. Oh my goodness, Conrad Fondrick, what have you done? He took it himself, coast to coast, hits a little X button. Fondrick's got his second of the day. It's 4-2. A shorty goal on both sides today, but Fondrick makes it back to a 2-goal lead for the Saints. 52 seconds remaining in the advantage, 5 left to go in the period. Valentine back defensively now for the Pens. Pushed up in the neutral zone. McKenzie's going to have that one tipped off by Whitehead to the side boards. Whitehead will flick it across. And a good defensive clear from the Saints as they go 3 across at the neutral zone. Whitehead will stop McKenzie from being able to move anything further. Back for White. That one went off of his stick well wide. So it hits the boards and comes back. Trying to move it is Grzinski. Scoots down. That puck would have slid a little bit further if it's not for the amount of snow on the ice right now. As we approach the end of the second period, they will cut the ice, as they call it, which will be the Zamboni sending us to a long intermission in about 4 minutes of time. Crayer, as he sits on 2 goals, throws one across. Ingwerson continues along for Crayer in the corner. He's bodied immediately by 2 Pens players. It will be carried out of the zone craftfully by the 12 of Henry Kress. Around for Grimes. For Hall, who almost had an opportunity to go one-on-one if he didn't switch out. And players flying everywhere right now as the checking is picked up in the final stages of this second period. In the midst of that was Brian Woods, who has one of the 2 goals for the Pens, and this one will get tipped out of play, so we'll get a face-off that will come up just to the left side of the Mount net. Face-off that could be won by Mount as Carter Amico pushes that one for Ryder Tanner. Gets slotted across, and Cloutier is going to try to cover this one for the Pens. Carter Amico again as he taps that off defensively, and a snap of the leather from Sammy Doyen-Catquiz, and another great save. Sporting a 1 goal against average coming into today's game, 93.5% save percentage on the season, and you can't ask for better out of 2 goaltenders. Gavin Beal and Sammy Doyen-Catquiz platooned on the season, and both of them are sporting similar stat lines, which is why this Mount 15U side is so good this season. Just dropped the 1 game so far. And a big test for this Mount side next weekend as they head into the Beast Ball Classic. Potter right in front. He winds and fires one. That got sticked aside. 2:40 left to go here in this second. As that's pulled off right in front of the Mount bench, sent all the way down. They were trying to reach the 9 of Durbin. Cross for Jukes. Matt Jukes will work that one back, and Potter comes up with it defensively and can clear the zone for Mount. He'll dump it down. It's in the line change for the Saints, so 5 fresh on the ice for them, and offside is called against the Pens as they were trying to exploit it and could not. In about 1 hour of time, we will have puck drop for the 16U side against Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. We hope that you stay right here with us on FansOnlySports.com and enjoy edition number 2 of Morning Hockey right in front. That one got pushed aside. I was trying to take an attempt on that one. It was the 18 of Matt Tardy. Fondrick. Kennedy, Tardy, Bond with it back here at the blue line. Looking for Tardy. They go to Kennedy instead. He'll loop that around the back side. It will get ping-ponged around before Snyder gets it across the blue line, and they'll make the Saints chase defensively. Bond is able to shuffle that one around, comes right back up into traffic, and that may have actually hit Bond in the chest. As he skates off the ice, he'll be replaced by Simpson. Approaching the last minute to play here in this second period, as the puck will pop back out to Simpson at the blue line. Kept in by Whitehead. Drop back looking for Kennedy, and he's taken out of the play. And that's absolutely uncalled for, and he's probably going to get thrown out for that one. Valentine popped Kennedy. Kennedy defenseless after the play. Refs will have a conversation about this one, but that's going to be a lot of red numbers on the board, and Kennedy is not looking too right. Whitehead standing at center ice as he chats with Cloutier and Durbin. And the conversation is going to be 2 and 10, 5 and 10, or is it 5 and he's gone? So it's going to be 2 and 10. Minor penalty for cross-checking and the misconduct for head contact. So Justin Vlasis will go in to serve the 2. Saints are going to get 45 seconds of power play on this side, and they'll have 1:15 on the following side to start the third, barring a goal to be scored. And they will not see the offending player until late into the third. Final 30 seconds to go here in the second. That one rolls up the boards. Grimes will chase it back against Cloutier. Tapped forward. Carried out by Potter. Opposite side for Fondrick. Fondrick for Whitehead. Whitehead streaks in, and he's bumped out of the play by Creech. Whitehead comes across for Potter right in the center, and a whistle as the net is off of its mooring. .13 to go. It sits with 1:28 on the advantage. Is Mount trying to dial up a drop and shoot? They go right to the net as they do. And it takes all of 2 seconds off the play. Crayer pinned into the corner. Ingwerson goes back there to help him out. Alongside Fondrick, Whitehead, and Grimes. It will continue to be kicked along the boards, and that will hit zeros on the clock, and we will reach the end of the second period of play. Conrad Fondrick, Dylan Crayer, 2 apiece, 4 for the Saints. They lead 4-2 over the Pens after 2. They'll head to the locker rooms, and we'll take a break. You're watching RA St. Sims Hockey on fansonlysports.com.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. away the opportunity. Comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. Other way the opportunity. Comes back in, center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
As we welcome you back inside legendary Adelaide Arena, and we're set for the third period of action here on fansonlysports.com. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. It is a double dose from Conrad Fondrick and Dylan Krayer, 2 each, as we sit 4-2 with a minute to Nick Whitehead score 5-2. His 7th of the season for the Orlando, Florida native. And it's a power play goal. Just seconds into this third period, and it's back to a 3-goal lead. As they led this game at 3-0. Before the Pens pulled it back to 3-2, and now it's been stretched. Here's an opportunity. Potter had that one bounce right in front of him. Grimes kicks it along the backside boards for Potter. Valentine was still sit in the box as he was assessed the 2-minute minor for cross-checking to the head and a 10-minute misconduct. That's the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that comes along with it because of head contact. Baron Novorowski taps that for Hagerman. Tristan Hagerman will take it to the corner. Hagerman has had words with a few Pens players through the game. See how that continues to develop in the third period. That one went sliding across an open net. An opportunity for Bromley on the backside, couldn't complete the play. Bromley taps it off, as it will be moved along by Villeneuve. Behind the mount cage, right in front of the Zamboni doors. And a whistle and a stoppage of play, and we're going to get a penalty for checking from behind. And it is going to be against Mount. And Bromley's going to get 2 in the 10. So they'll have to send a player to the box to serve the penalty. And it looks to be for Brady Hall will go and serve the 2. So Pens will go on the power play as Hall takes a seat and Bromley will be in for 10. Brzezinski slotted across for White, fired, that one went high. Pops back for White and Krayer to battle with each other. McKenzie scoots this one across the neutral zone. Sliding in offensively. Drop back pass. White overlaps as it's pushed along. And a stretch sending one. Back again, mishandled that one. Kicked away. White through traffic. Doyon Kakwas makes the save. Brzezinski back out in front, and he somehow was able to get a pad to that one and kick it away. Another pad save from Sammy the goalie, as he is stymieing this Pens offense today. For White. 45 seconds remaining in the advantage as Evans takes that one across the neutral zone. Fondrick and Amico will body him out. Sticked aside by Doyon Kakwas. It scoots past Valentine at the blue line. He's going to have to chase all the way back. Tardy almost came away with one defensively. And it's now moved along by Woods. Brian Woods has one of the 2 goals for this Penn side. Nick Snyder carrying the other. Cloutier on Doyon Kakwas, and a whistle, a stoppage of play as Cloutier is tripped on the play. And are they going to call a penalty shot? They are. They're going to say Cloutier was in the act of shooting, and it's going to be a penalty shot for the 24 of Jacob Cloutier against Sammy Doyon Kakwas. So Cloutier will pick up the puck at center. And he carries across. Trying to go left, right, center underneath, and he's got the goal. So the penalty shot for what would have been a hooking penalty call that was in the act of shooting. And Cloutier comes up with the goal. Penalty expires. Hall's out of the box. Bromley will sit on the misconduct penalty. Valentine's still serving his. We play 5-a-side hockey. Carried out of the zone by the Mount defense for Kennedy. This one's going to go all the way down. Torreira is going to make the save. All right, St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information. And by Hampton Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Bond from the blue line. Fondrick right across on the doorstep. Kennedy scores! Jack Kennedy pots his 4th of this season. And we're back to a 3-goal lead at 6-3. And it's again a set of goals from that first and second line, center and right side. Fondrick, Crayer, Whitehead, Kennedy. And here goes Crayer sending one, and that has to get sandwiched by Torreira. Still looking like we'll be on time for the U16s. 10 a.m. face-off time against Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. You can watch that game right here, fansonlysports.com. As always, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you might be on social media at FOSPORTZ. Dom Soma from the blue line bounced right back in front, and Crayer wanted the Hattie. Came up, Howe batted it down. Crayer, and that one went off of the boards. Came right back out in front. Dom Soma. Ingerson had a deflection on that one as it went bouncing. Crayer tapped back for Whitehead. That one had to get sticked aside. Mount is peppering Torriero with opportunity, and he's going to glove that one and breathe. With 11:50 left to go in regulation, and this is back to a 3-goal lead. Amico, Hagerman across for Novorolski. Novorolski will horseshoe that around the backside boards for Hagerman once again. Came back for Baron Novorolski. Contained for a moment by the 10 of Potter before it scoots all the way down. They're going to say deflected, so no icing call on the play. Novorolski picks that one up as it came flying off the stick of McKenzie. And will get sent around the backside. For Carter Amico up at the blue line, Simpson, and it will be held for a stoppage of play. Fans Only Sports Network, your home for ACHA college hockey action. Catch Providence College men's and women's club team, the University of Rhode Island men's ice hockey, and more right here on fansonlysports.com. Backhanded attempt from the 11 of Whitehead. Ran up the side of the net. Arm goes up. Whistle sounds. Penalties abound. And a tripping call against Ryder Tanner. So Tanner will join his teammate in the box. 2 minutes for tripping, and I'll put the Pens on the power play. Potter pushes that one out on Whitehead. Whitehead carries this one into the zone defensively. Good way to start the penalty kill for the Saints. Grimes, Whitehead, Potter, and Bond on the ice right now for the Saints on this PK unit number 1. Potter. Whitehead caught it at the blue line and will carry it slowly out of the zone, and he'll dump for a line change. 1:25 remaining in the advantage. 10:15 left to go here in regulation as the Saints stand on the laurels of a 3-goal lead right now. Doubles from Fondrick and Crayer added in Whitehead and Jack Kennedy. Grimes having to lift up for one was Fondrick as he let it go back to the blue line. It is held, and Villeneuve takes a shot that went off of the shoulder of Dorian Caquiz, and then it will get knocked out of play. Beast Ball Classic coming up next weekend for Mount. Still waiting on those schedules. There's a snipe shot from White from the blue line. So Ryan White pops one from the blue line back to a 2-goal deficit. 6-4. Around the backside. Tardy. Hornberger. As he can push it out of the zone defensively, popped up and into the Mount bench. So we'll get a stoppage of play. Still awaiting the schedule on next weekend for Beast games. Of course, we'll have any Mount games from Adelard for you right here on fansonlysports.com. Still waiting to hear confirmation on venues. That's gotten shifted around a little bit in the past couple days as well, too. We do know at least the U14s will be in action against Valley Little Giants. We'll have that game for you on Friday. And then we'll see the 14s in action against Hartford Wolfpack on Saturday and Sunday. As always, check fansonlysports.com for schedule information. Bounced through the neutral zone, controlled by Carter Amico back at the blue line for Dom Soma as he shifted that one across. Was looking for Kennedy in the center. Woods is going to pull it back instead. Pens are going to try to see if they can get something going offensively. 8:40 left to go here in the game. Creech had that one taken away from him. Fondrick outlets for Tardy, and that one is deflected as he takes the shot. And it goes up over top of everyone to the backside boards. Horseshoe around, cannot be controlled at the blue line by Simpson, so Amico will stretch all the way back for it. Pens will go for a line change, so too will Mount. They'll try to complete it on a clearance into the zone. Ingerson pushes that through. Mount will be able to complete the line change, and 5 fresh on the ice now as a whistle for offside on the Penguins will stop play. Saints out shooting the Pens, therefore also to their benefit outscoring the Pens. How he moves that one along. Jukes can work this with the 9 of Durbin. Poor Valentine, and that one may have actually caught a piece of the post. Villeneuve with the shot. Villeneuve, round for Jukes. Durbin. Taken off by Whitehead. Whitehead tried to shoot. Body in front of him was the aid of Max Pane. Will go all the way down. It will be tapped by Doyan Katquez before arm goes up. Tripping will be the call, and Mount's going to go on the power play with 7:04 remaining. To the box will go the 12 of Henry Kress. A 2-minute penalty for tripping. And a chance for the Saints to try to bring this back to a 3-goal lead. Dom Soma, as he works in the corner with Hornberger. Tardy along with Cryer, and right in the center is the 19 of Kennedy. Peeled off and carried out of the zone. McKenzie gets stood up, and it's coming back the other way, Saints. That's Cryer looking for Kennedy as it scoots around. Tardy will go ahead and flick that one for Hornberger. Soma sets it at the blue line with Hornberger. Cryer down in the slot as it bounces off the sideboards for Matty Tardy. Tardy continuing to hold, looking for that side lane, can't find it. They're going to go to Cryer on the opposite side. He's looking for a side lane, can't find it. Swings back for Kennedy, and it's a save made. So 1 left on the advantage, 6 left in the period. Saints would certainly love to just shepherd this one to the finish line and get out of here with the 2-0. On the weekend. Whitehead. That one will go all the way up, comes down right in front of the penalty boxes, and will slide for icing and a stoppage of play. Potter wins the faceoff as he dropped it back for Fondrick. Then it gets poked all the way down. Grimes will chase it into the zone. Whitehead. Right back in front for Potter, and that one gets kicked away. Potter. Fondrick. Cycling. 14 seconds remaining in the advantage. Will be pushed away. Woods has it. Woods will be able to carry all the way down. That'll probably expire the penalty as Kress has his leg over the bench. Comes back again for Villeneuve. Villeneuve will send that one for Cloutier as the penalty does expire. Ping pongs around through, and a shot attempt that came from the 13 of Mark Evans went just wide. Back in Evans again, and Doyon Catquiz knocked it away, and that's going to go down for icing, and we'll get another stoppage of play. Crayer on the face-off against Evans. Carter Amico takes this one away. Sent all the way back for Novorowski. Tried to get it to him. He cannot. Sent the other way. Dorian Catquiz slid all the way across. Backhand attempt, and he can't make it go. Whistle and a stoppage of play on icing, and Sammy Dorian Catquiz. Oh, man. He just had the adventure of the game. Shot attempt right in front from Durbin. Howe cycled around the back side of the cage. And final 4 to go in regulation. Penalty box is empty at 5 aside, save for misconduct penalties being served. Bromley asking what time's he out. And he's got 22 seconds to go, and then Nico Bromley will be out. For the 12 of Kress, carries that one through the neutral zone. Fondrick. Fondrick will just take it behind his own cage and holds, trying to waste a little bit of time as it comes across. Valentine, and offside is the call. Deflected at the blue line by Crayer. Back behind the mount cage, pushed by Hornberger, back for Crayer. Ingerson sends that one, and it gets deflected, so it goes around the back side. Kept in by Crayer, as it will scoot right on for a stoppage of play. So that one's again continued around. Brzezinski pulls this one out. 2:24 remaining here in the period. As the Pens continue to cycle around, trailing by 2, 6-4. Mount leading by 2, 6-4. Noel Borowski sends that one down to benefit his side. Huge shot from Bromley from the blue line and a save. And they get a stoppage of play with 2:04. Carried out of the zone by Howe. Howe will be dispossessed by Hall. It will be flicked all the way down. Villeneuve will chase for it. He'll pick it up on the backside of his own net area and try to come out. For Evans on the opposite side, a running shot that is blocked down by Doyen Catquiz. Simpson has that one roll up his stick. Amico holds on to it, and it's pushed out of the zone by the Saints. Will deflect off the sideboards, come all the way down. No icing will be called. It was far enough down and the Pens player close enough to it. So Villeneuve carries that one out, bothered by Kennedy for a second. Tardy runs Villeneuve into the boards right in front of the Mount bench. Pushed for Kennedy. Fondrick gets around Howe. Conrad Fondrick comes back up with it and will spin back across. Fondrick got the scoring started and has 2 on the day alongside the 2 of Crayer. Nick Whitehead 1, Jack Kennedy 1. That's the 6 for the Saints. Woods carries this one across. Barely close to offsides, but not called as Amico cycles that one for Tardy. Kennedy got bumped off at the blue line, comes back to get it, dumps it in. Mount will go for a minor line change in the final 30 seconds to go. Across for Valentine. Pushed forward for Fondrick to be moving it along. It comes back again for Vlasis, for Jakes. Save made. Final seconds go. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trips on the board will sound and end the game. It's a huge win for the Saints. 6-4 over the Penguins. As we complete session number 1, we'll have the U16s against Pittsburgh Penguins Elite to come up in about 15 minutes of time from right here at Adelard Arena. Until then, for all of us here at Fans Only Sports Network, continue to have a good morning. We'll see you back here in 15 minutes. U16s against Pittsburgh Penguins Elite.